All right, so we looked at geometry of straight lines in the last lesson, lesson 1. And these are the few things that we talked about. We said there are keywords which we need to quickly get abreast of and understand what these keywords mean. We talked about adjacent angles, if you remember. They have a common vertex and a common arm. We talked about complementary angles, angles that add up to 90 degrees. And if they are adjacent, then it becomes adjacent complementary angles. Supplementary angles, angles that add up to 180 degrees. We stopped there. All right. Okay, we also mentioned perpendicular angles that form 90 degrees. All right, so today let's look at this 3. Let's look at parallel, corresponding, alternate angles. So we look at the 3 for today's lesson. All right, parallel lines, transversal line. Okay, so let's start from there. Parallel lines. Let me say parallel and transversal, because I'm just going to look at both at the same time. Parallel and transversal line. All right, what do we mean by parallel lines? When do we say lines are parallel? Can you just type for me quickly what you think you know about parallel lines from grade 7, grade 8? Quickly, what do we mean when we say 2 lines or 3 lines are parallel? Talk to me, what properties come to mind? When the lines do not meet, good. They are directly opposite and never meet. They won't cross. Okay, awesome ideas. All right. Basically, you understand what parallel lines are. Lines that never meet. So let's say they are straight lines. All right. That have the same distance between them. The same distance between them across the length. All right. So we say parallel lines never meet each other. Never meet or cross each other. All right. Parallel lines would meet or cross each other. Okay, that is said and done. What is therefore a transversal line? A transversal line. I'm going to draw all of this at the same time and show you how we represent a parallel line. All right, it's a line that intersects. The word intersect, you can actually say cross. All right, parallel lines. Not just any line, but parallel lines. A line that intersects or cross parallel lines. A line that intersects or cross parallel lines. All right. I'm going to therefore have, let's have 2 lines. 1 line there. How do we show that these lines are parallel? We use arrows to represent. All right, so that is a symbol of parallel lines. Sometimes you will see it as 2. If it's 2 there, then it must be 2 here. So if I do this, then I should have this as well. All right, it could be 3, it could be, depending on the number of lines that face different directions. But here we're saying, let's start with 1 so that we get used to it. Symbol of parallel lines. So line A, B, and C, D are parallel. So we will then say AB, this is how we write it, parallel to CD. Please take note of that symbol. AB is parallel to CD. Take note of that symbol. AB is parallel to CD. I am going to now draw a transversal line. And a transversal line is a line that cuts both of them. Okay, I'm going to use a red to draw a transversal line. Good. That's a transversal line. EF is a transversal line. Look at the definition. It's a line that intersects or crosses parallel line. In fact, let's put a word, let's put 2 here, that cross 2 parallel lines. A line that intersects or cross 2 parallel. So the lines must first be parallel, and then I have a line that crosses them. And that line is called a transversal line. Are we okay so far? Please let me know. The quicker you respond, the faster we move. Are we okay so far? Thanks, Amira. Parallel lines and transversal line. Beautiful. Polo Capelot, guys, please, can we change our, when we get into the class, because we do take attendance, please change your name. We want to know who's talking. So Polo, please kindly change your name. Go to settings and change your name, please. All right. Okay, thank you. Please change. All right. Okay. Let's see. Are we all okay? Now we want to go to, all right. Kindly do me a favor. Please just type your name, because I want to take an attendance now. Please just quickly type your name and your class. All right. Zara 9A or 9C. Tasmia 9A. Everyone, quickly. I'll give you 60 seconds. Just type your name in, and I need the class too. Saluji, I need the class. I need the class. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Zainab 9C. Thank you. Noela 9C. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. So when we come into class, this is what we do so that we can then keep records of attendance. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. All right. Now, while that is going on, corresponding alternate and co-interior. I want us to quickly look at that. Corresponding angles. So that's the first type of angle we want to look at today. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. All right. Corresponding angles. How do we then define corresponding angles? We need to understand the properties of these angles. All right. And we are going to work on parallel lines. First, we can only talk about corresponding angles. There must be parallel lines. All right. There must be at least two parallel lines before we can even talk about this. There must be a transversal line. All right. Then we can talk about corresponding angles lie either both above or below. I'll show you what this whole sentence is all about. Both above or both below the parallel lines. Both above or both below the parallel lines, all right? And on the same side of your transversal, and on the same side of your transversal line. Let's use the transversal line. All right, so corresponding angles lie either both above or both below the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal line. We're going to look at it together right now quickly. All right, we're going to look at it quickly. I'm going to send you the notes so you will be able to catch up. I'm sure you're writing, but in case you're missing anything out, you will be able to catch up with the notes. I'll send you the notes immediately. All right, look at this. If I have two parallel lines and I have a transversal line, let me have different transversal lines. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. All right, this is what we mean. These lines are parallel, so there must be this symbol there. We said corresponding angles must lie either both above or both below, all right? And on the same side of your transversal. Let's pick an angle. I'm going to use color code here, all right? Or we can use dots. We can use number of dots. Look at this. This angle here is above, all right? Above a parallel line and on the left. Are you with me? It's above and on the left. Where will my other corresponding angle then be? Look at this. They must both be above and the same side. All right. They must both be above and on the same side. Jeffrey, I just didn't understand what you wrote. So please, let's keep the class order. All right. They are, can you see that they are both above and on the left? Those angles are corresponding. And there is a way to actually see this very clearly. They are both above and on the left. They are corresponding. Look at this. I'm going to use this other one here. This angle, I'm using the blue. It is above and on the right side of my transversal. Is it okay to say it is here as well? This is also above and on the right side. So the blue coded ones are correspondent. Let's try something below. Look at this. I'm going to use a green here. Look at this angle here. Is it okay to say that this angle and this angle are equal? Because they are corresponding. They are below and on the right. All right? Polo. Tekashi, I'm going to kick you out of the class. And Jeffrey. All right. So we can then have this one here. If I have this here, let me use a blue one here as well. Guys, this is not your ground for discussion. You can do your discussions anywhere else, not in this class. All right. So we have that. Please let me know, are we okay with corresponding? Let's check quickly with everyone. Are you okay with what I just explained about corresponding? They are either both above or both below, but they must be on the same side, either the left or the right. Everybody okay? And when it comes to corresponding, there is a letter that I want you to start looking for. It is F. I'm going to try to draw it on a different page so that you can see. Thank you guys for responding. Thank you. All right. So we are going to work through this. Parallel, parallel. Now you can actually pick out the letter F here. All right. And that is equal to that. So basically, we are looking for F. All right. And this one here would be equal to this there. All right. The F could be upside down. It could be in any way. So you could have that. All right. That angle is equal to that angle. It could be in any shape. That angle there is equal to that angle, but it forms an F. So that is basically what we are looking for. And that is your corresponding angles. All right. I'm going to the next one quickly. I want to make sure I cover the 3 in today's class. We're going to look at the 3 quickly. Alternate angles.